The Dragon Ball Sparking Zero community has oftentimes been accused of not actually having been real fans of the anime itself, which is a bit ironic because that's what the entire game is actually based on. So how could you be a true fan of a game if you don't even support the thing that it was based off of? Furthermore, is this possibly the reason that we see so much weird, strange behavior that is in direct contradiction to the heart of Dragon Ball? Stay tuned. Yes, sir. Ambassador Plays back in the building. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Not just well, but swell. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Look, y'all, today we have something really good to talk to y'all about, and that is the one thing that the Sparking Zero community is missing. This is something that I easily believe can explain such a lot of the behavior that is just so strange to us actual Dragon Ball fans. And without wasting any of your time, I'm gonna just get straight into it, man. That is the fact that these people don't either understand or have not watched Dragon Ball. I'm talking about Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball, you name it. Anything Akira Toriyama or Toyotaro wrote, they haven't actually watched it and they're not actually real fans of it. And I have a couple clips that I want to talk to y'all about. I'm going to show y'all these clips and then talk to y'all about them and exactly why this plays a role. And I really think that y'all are going to enjoy it. So first clip is right here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this first clip. And also, I'm probably going to get copyrighted for this, which is fine. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. So if y'all would like to leave a donation comment, like a 99 cents, say, hey, I appreciate you, this is me holding it down, or become a member of the channel, that would be huge because I'm probably not going to be able to make any money off of this video since I'm using these clips right here. But yeah, let's watch the first clip and then talk about it.
When Zenny decides something has to go, that's the end of it. And that's why I'm going to keep fighting with all I've got. I'm never gonna give up until I win.
Well, you may think you'll be the last man standing, but the one who gets the Super Dragon Balls will be the great Vegeta.
Oh, man. First of all, drop in the comments, say I if that took you back to the peak Dragon Ball Super. I know some people thought that it wasn't that good, but there were really good moments, and I think that was one of the good dialogue, one of the well-written moments. But let's go over a few things, man. Just, do you peep the attitude of the entire conversation? Goku's talking about how serious Zenny is. When he says something, he means it, and that's exactly why he's never going to give up no matter what, and that's why he has to win. Do you see the pure determination, the grit, and the grind behind that? Does that sound like the Sparking Zero community? Let me interject and answer my own question. No, the Sparking Zero community mentality is, let me do the easiest and the cheesiest thing to win that will get me to that desired destination as fast as humanly possible, regardless of whether it's actually like I earned it or if I'm just exploiting the game in order to get there. Two completely different mindsets. And then you got people like Vegeta, a natural competitor who also does not want to cheat his way to be the best, and he lets Goku know, hey, like, you're gonna have to deal with me. Like, the one who's gonna make the wishes with the Dragon Balls, the one who's gonna actually have the Dragon Balls is the great Vegeta. Like, yo, I'm not gonna sit here and let you get that on your own. That's how the Sparking Zero ranked community should be. You beat me, I'ma get it back in blood. You beat me a set, the next time I see you, I'm running all 3 games. I'ma get it back in blood because I am the great insert whatever your name is. That's how it's supposed to be, but it's not like that. And let me tell you why. Do y'all think that people who really watched the show and really were fans of the show are the same guys who use Whis against a regular character and a heel? I had a guy run from me. I was on Spopovich yesterday on DP Battles. Spopovich, a 2 DP character. And he ran from me with Whis. Like, those are not the same kind of people. That person that ran from me cannot relate to this video whatsoever. He can't, because you can't be a real fan of Dragon Ball and everything it stands for and have that sorry, garbage, doodle water mentality. It's not possible. It's just not possible, man. The people who I know that are real Dragon Ball fans like that, Demon Joe, Don Coolio. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really talk to Demon Joe about it, but I feel like I can tell. But Don Coolio for sure. You see the reason like Don Coolio likes to transform in matches, right? He don't like to just start off as the most powerful version of the character. That's because that's what they never ever do in the show. You don't see them starting on Super Saiyan Blue off rip. They're always in their base form naturally. And so most people who are fans of the show want to replicate the things that happen in the show. It ain't nothing wrong with using Blue or Super Saiyan, but typically you don't start in those things because that's not how they did it in the show. And it's so much cooler to start from base form and end up in those more advanced forms. It's so much cooler. If y'all ain't never tried it, I'm telling y'all, try it. It really makes you feel like you in Dragon Ball Z. Now, for me, I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, bro. I'm rewatching Dragon Ball Super right now. I'm on a tournament of Power Park. Excuse me. That's where I got this clip from, because I just thought to make this video while I was watching it, because it got to the part where Vegeta was fighting this robot from Universe 6, and he was Super Saiyan. And he was just, bro, I'm the biggest Vegeta fan ever, bro. Like, I'm Vegeta #1 fan for real. That's my favorite character in all the anime. Not just Dragon Ball Z, but all the anime. So when I was watching it, I remember pausing it and going, yo, I really want to go play Sparking Zero with Super Saiyan Vegeta. Now, let me give y'all some context. Super Saiyan Vegeta from the Dragon Ball Super timeline is perhaps the worst Vegeta in the game. He has no rolling hammer, he has no flying kicks, he has 2 gut punches, he has no defensive skill moves, he has no way to open up his opponent. Like, he's just bad. But you know what? All of that flew out the window when I was watching the show, and I was caught up in my admiration and my love for the show and everything it represents. I was like, yo, Vegeta doesn't care about how much of a disadvantage he at. He gonna throw hands. Unless it's in that Broly movie. That man was acting really scary in that Broly movie, bro. No cap. One of the OG Broly movies. He was acting real scary. He didn't want to fight. That boy went off in the hide. But we're not talking about that Vegeta. He done changed since then. And they caught him at a bad time. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, man. Let me know if y'all agree with that take in the chat, man. I really think that this is one of those communities where too high a percentage of the player base is not actually fans of the show, man. It's crazy to me. That's actually crazy to me. Like, if you sit down and think about that, that's crazy to me. You sitting here telling me that you love this game, but you don't even love the show. You can't even tell me the plot of the show or all of these different scenes. I can play these different scenes and it won't ring a bell for you. That's crazy. No wonder y'all are using all of these crazy methods to rank up. No wonder y'all are finding ways to close your application in the middle of the game to where you don't lose points and your opponent who was beating the brakes off you doesn't gain points. No wonder. No wonder. I'm telling y'all, this is a bad problem. This is a problem in the community. It's arguable that this might be the problem, man. This mindset and this lack of actual appreciation for what Dragon Ball Z is and what it stands for. So that was the first clip. Let's go ahead and look at the second clip. It's a little bit shorter, but I'm gonna put this on the screen right now and y'all gonna watch it, and then we're gonna talk about it as soon as it's finished playing. Let's do it.
Kale. What is it? Are you mad? You can handle these fighters if you dig deep. I believe in you. So just believe in yourself.
So first of all, W interaction, in my opinion. Now, y'all might be like, AP, that one was a lot softer than the last clip. What does that have to do with it? I'm gonna get there. Stay with me. I promise I'm gonna make this make sense. Now, y'all realize what Kale said? Run it back if you didn't hear it, okay? Or Cauliflower. What she said to Kale. She told her, she's encouraging her, you can hang in with these fighters. You can beat these fighters. The problem is you just have to believe in yourself. Does that ring a bell? I can tell you what bell that rings for me. That rings the bell of everybody who wants to do things such as use transforming characters only and pre-patch use fusions only so that they can have a health advantage, strength advantage, a kit advantage, super advantage, you name it, every advantage in the book. People mainly and or only played on characters like this when they were trying to win up and when they were trying to win on rank. And what is the reason for that? It's because they don't truly believe that they can consistently win on regular characters. Let me tell y'all something. With the new health, right? With the new health equality that's in singles, both casual play and ranked, everybody starts off as with 3 bars, no matter what. So before, if you were to choose MUI, you would start off as 4 bars. And if I choose Super Saiyan God Vegeta, I only start off as 3 bars. Now, if you choose MUI, I'm going to start off as 3 bars with God Vegeta, and you're also going to start off with 3 bars as God Vegeta. And now the damage scaling is more fair, so you're not going to do a ridiculously more amount of damage than me. You're going to do more, but not ridiculous, right? What do you see now? You see less and less and less people starting in MUI and more people starting in UI sign. Why? So that they can continue to get that health advantage. I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but I'm saying these are patterns, guys. It's patterns because that's why. Look, it's no reason we should still be seeing the same 3, 4, 5 characters in rank. With the change that they just made to rank, Bandai did this so that we could see more character diversity, but now more than ever the community is exposing themselves. We don't want character diversity. We want easy, cheap wins. Easy, cheap wins as fast as humanly possible. That's what we want. We want every advantage in the book. We don't want a challenge. We don't want to climb uphill. We want every advantage in the book to get easy, cheap wins as fast as humanly possible. Because now you don't see people starting in full power junior. You see everybody starting in base so that they can transform to gain health. Let me tell y'all something. I'm a Dragon Ball fan. That's facts. As of right now, I am the #1 Majin Vegeta on PS5. I'm the #3 God Vegeta on PS5. And this, I'm talking about Z rank singles. And I'm the #3 or the #2 Super Saiyan Gogeta that y'all see me playing with right now. Super Saiyan Gogeta from Z. All 3 of these characters that I just named are not meta. Also, I'm the #1 Topo in the world on PS5. Topo might be considered meta only because he can transform, but his DP transformation is an 8 DP compared to the other 10 DPs like MUI and Full Power Jiren. And if Jiren's not 8, if Jiren's not 10, he's 9. So I'm still at a disadvantage, and Topo's defense is terrible in his base form, and his transformation form isn't all that in a bag of chips. It's probably one of the more underwhelming of the stronger characters. So I say that to say not to brag, but that's what it's like to be a real Dragon Ball fan, dude. And I'm doing it on my I'm those things on my alt account. I'm #1 in the world on Topo for my main account, Ambassador Plays. I have an alt account that I use called Christ Exalted, and that's where I'm #1 Majin Vegeta in the world, #2 Super Saiyan Gogeta from Dragon Ball Z, and #3 God Vegeta, right? And so because I'm a Dragon Ball fan, I actually like a challenge. A challenge makes the game more fun and more entertaining for me as a Dragon Ball fan. It really does, man. And so I just wish that more people would think like this. I wish more people would be willing to challenge themselves, and I wish more people would actually watch Dragon Ball for what it is and be a fan of Dragon Ball for what it is, instead of just doing the cheapest and the easiest methods available to win the game. Y'all let me know down below in the comment sections what y'all think. I really think this is accurate. I truly think this is valid. I'm not clickbaiting or anything. I was literally just watching Dragon Ball Super back. I was rewatching it, and then I had this thought. I was like, yo, this is a big problem. This is why people have not felt what I felt today while I was watching Dragon Ball Super and watching Vegeta fight these 2 different opponents from Universe 6 at the same time in his Super Saiyan form. I felt motivated right there. I felt inspired. I felt the battle pride of a Saiyan to not lose even when it's 2v1 and you're not in your strongest form. Vegeta didn't instantly go to blue. No, because he knew if he did that, he would destroy them. He challenged himself, man. He challenged himself, and that's how you're supposed to play Dragon Ball Z. Look, I'm not saying everybody should play the same. I'm not saying everybody has to be of the same opinion, but I am saying there's certain principles that people who respect and watch and admire and love Dragon Ball Z, there's certain principles that we just have in common, and there's certain things that we think is acceptable and unacceptable. And one of those things that's unacceptable is to just take the cheapest and the easiest way to the results that you want every single time. That's not the way of a Saiyan. That's not the way of a Akira Toriyama. That's just not the Dragon Ball way, bro. It's not. That's some other whack anime that you don't even know about. For that exact reason. You feel me? So it's been Ambassador Plays, man. Jesus loves you. I love you too. And I'll catch y'all in the next video, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, please, if you enjoy this commentary, these entertaining gameplays and things like that. Like I said, I might get demonetized and copyrighted for the clips that I use, not demonetized but copyrighted. So if you guys would donate a super chat or become a member or just like the video, I mean, all of those things would mean the world to me. Obviously you're not obligated to, but I would appreciate it so much if you did. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your comments in the below. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.
Destroy you!
Wow, I was pressing circle. I guess I didn't have anything.
Just try to keep up with me.